Okay, we're going to play another game of rapid chess. We have a very suspicious player in this account, so this one needs moderators onto it straight away. A 1000 level, it has been lower than that, berserking essentially every game and winning essentially every game. But when you take an actual look at the account, it's a new account from only a week ago. So we click on rapid, view the games, and essentially you can see just a few moves played and resigns, crashes the rating as low as they can, then jumps into arena tournaments and suddenly does remarkably well. It's not really a low rated player, is it, playing them games? So I think that's an easy assumption to make, but let's jump into the arena anyway, and let's try and hope that we get a fair, honest opponent, because that's all I care about. You want your opponent playing fairly and their rating broadly reflects their playing level, obviously taking into account that we all have good, average and bad games and so on. But that is very, very wrong. Okay, 1963, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Now that indicates my opponent might have an internet connection issue here. You can see it says poor connection, so even if that dot goes on and off, I might give the benefit of the doubt on this one. Let's hope it's stable. It's opponent's had the account 2 months, 200 games, nearly 500 in blitz there. We're just going to try and castle. But yeah, when I see this is why you'll often see me when I've got a suspicious account. I'm hovering over it. It's because I'm trying to check how stable the internet connection is. If it looks unstable, then I'll usually give the benefit of the doubt, even if we see that the tab switching seemingly taking place. Obviously, you want to win games fair and squarely through enjoying a good game of chess. You don't want to win it through your opponent having a connection issue. But we're just trying to castle here. Opponent will do the same thing, and then we'll worry about playing the rest of the game. And it is rapid, this, so even if they've got a slightly unstable connection, they've got 10 minutes to play the game out. And you get a long time if you get a slight disconnection in order to reconnect. Now, I think we need to take the pawn back here, otherwise you're just getting a free pawn and we won't get it back. So I'm going to spend a move taking back. Then we'll castle. We're going to put the bishop where the knight is if we can to deal with this diagonal. So we're going to try and do that at some point, but I still want to get castled first. So let's get that done. Rook across seems like a common sense move because we know c5 is going to come relatively quickly. So I'm going to play rook across first. Now we could take, jump the knight over. Okay, he's kind of forcing it for us. So which way do I want to take here? Does it matter? Like I say, ultimately I want to put the bishop where the knight is. How do I make it happen? I think I'm going to trade the bishop first. Oh, he's moved that knight back. I did not expect that. So I can maybe play my knight forward and then bishop up and drop the knight back this way. But it's very, very easy to blunder this diagonal. It's really easy to do that. And this might be a mistake, but I'm just trying to put the bishop on f3. I mean, I could drop the knight over to the king's side because both of us have got our kings on the king's side. But if he trades, we'll probably take with a pawn. We've got a choice to make. Whoa, knight across. Now that's a bit of a move, isn't it? He's banking on opening the file up and giving himself an isolated pawn. Now I could take here first, and if you take I can grab this pawn, but I might be simply trapped. I probably am trapped. Take. Yeah, I don't like that. Take here. Can I actually get away with bishop f3? Is he going to find a way to sack? Because he might have a move like knight takes anyhow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the gamble on, but this is going to be a bit of a serious problem now. This is going to be a bit risky now, so I'm actually looking at knight across to go after that bishop. I think I should do that. Now, here he might have a trick like takes. Actually, he might have, might he? Takes, bishop take. Yeah, because the danger here is, say you take, I take back, bishop takes, it rips my defense open. I'm going to have to actually take that. I might do f3 and e4, something like that. I could do f4, I suppose, if he takes with the bishop, for example. We could do f4 to try and half fix this. It's just so we can put the bishop on f3. That's what we're aiming for. Do I sack a pawn here as well? Because he's only one move off flying down the board with a mate threat. Yeah, this is very dangerous now. We might have messed this one up. I mean, I can do this or this. Queen down. I guess I can go here. Yeah, but this is not actually looking good now. How do I do this? I'm looking at sacking a pawn just to get the bishop off and go for development. I think I might do that. It's probably a mistake. I probably should have pushed here, but queen down, I think I have to push up, don't I? But he's really banging these moves out seriously quickly. But I'm going to have to risk a move like f4, otherwise I can't play bishop to f3. Okay, so he's played queen across. What's the idea there? I mean, bishop g4. Oh, he might just want the simple concept of coming in. So I think f4, queen down, bishop f3 is definitely a move. Let's go f4, bishop f3. So bishop f3 is likely our next move. Pretty much whatever he does. Maybe he grabs the pawn and argues it's just a free pawn. Or there is c7 free now. Well, we have to go here. Well, I thought I'd seen this, but I've just realised I've blundered the pawn. What the heck? Or can I play king up then? Check, back. Can I play king f2? Excuse me. Bishop here just loses on the spot, but I'm facing a mate in one. Here, check, here, takes. Bishop up, you just take it. Now this game's over, we've messed this one up. We're going to have to play here, but this game's finished anyway. Yeah. It is what it is though, isn't it? It is what it is. He's played it remarkably well. Played a very, very, very good game. Okay, so he plays pawn forward. So he finds that as well. So we're going to have to take the bishop. Okay, now can I play rook up or across? Can I push here? Have I got time to go pawn grabbing? Take, take. Gain a pawn, lose a pawn. Feels wrong. Rook here. I guess you just simply pin. So I'm just looking at simply rushing this pawn up. So up, check, back, takes, takes, queen takes, rook takes, take. Yeah, it's quite staggering, this game, actually, what he's done here. This is... This is another level of a game, actually, isn't it? It really is. So across. Let's play rook over, actually. I just got a feeling that pushing there is collapsing the position. I'm going to try and get forward, because I don't think I've got a defense otherwise. I'm trying to stop him having a check here. He's got to move for the queen here. And I'm going to try and do this and this. That's what he's found, so he's seeing it. So the queen's not trapped. So we're going to try and gamble on king's safety and get the second piece forward. That's what we're aiming for. Oh, he's just taken. So does that actually allow queen up then instead of rook up? Because queen up gives us the one move mate threat. So queen up and rook up are my two candidate moves. Can I sack first? Take, take, check. Actually, can I sack there? Take, take, check. He must have a move, mustn't he? He must have a move, like say the dark square. Rook up. Yeah, I don't think it works. But rook up here, he doesn't then have this. So check across, and he's got no check. So I think it's got to be right to go with the rook. Because we're threatening mate in 2, so there's a threat there. If he goes here, I can go at the corner and he's got no check next move. Queen takes pawn, I can go here and he's got no check next move, and he doesn't have rook down to guard the pawn. I think. He's played the game so crazy fast. Okay, so he's gone there. So now, do I have a move? He can't take the pawn to guard. So if I go simply in the corner, he doesn't have a check next move. And if I go here, he doesn't have a check next move, so he has to guard the mate in 2 threats. So can he? Does it matter if I just go here? Obviously, if he has to sack the queen, it's over. So here, that's the logical move to keep your king back. But pawn down, and there is a mate threat if I'm missing something. But I don't see what he's got. C has to move the rook. Takes over here, and eventually we come here, right? But I've just got a gut feeling it's better to go to h3. But he's still got a threat like this. Oh, I guess he can still take here, and he's threatening to come in this way as well. So maybe it doesn't matter. But I'm going to trust my instincts and go to h3. And I'm getting lower on time now, half the time of my opponent. But he's got a mate in 2 threat to deal with. He can't take the pawn to guard. And he's got no check at all now. So he's played rook across. So worst case, we've got a draw. I think it's a win. I think it's a forced win because I think we've got queen up. I think we just play queen up. And we've managed to win a very dangerous game. Very dangerous game, wasn't it? I thought we were lost there. Let's see how the engine says we actually played it. That was really dangerous. I got to hold 2 rating points for that. So that's 30 moves. They're the move times for both players. You see, black was going much faster there. Crazy quick compared to us. So it is 10 minutes each. You've got to use your time wisely. So the final eval is a game we were either better or level the entire game. We were never actually worse, but we have blundered away an advantage. Back to level. So 92% versus 76% accuracy. The CPL is 18 and 53, but we have a blunder, which was the move b4. So where's that? Yeah, it's round about here where we've been better. So we're plus 1.8, so it was the pawn sack. I should have played rook to c5 instead of gambling with c4. So rook to c5 was better. So that's my only blunder of the game. And in all of this, I've actually played it pretty well. And we've basically stayed level. But it's saying here, just play bishop to d3. So presumably queen down, you can just trade the queen. And that's a good line. Then I realised, obviously, I was going to lose a pawn. But I'm actually still 0.0 level. So I've got compensation for it, and that's actually a losing blunder. So from here, we've actually played it very well. And we found a right line because we're now plus 9.5. So you've got a mate in 1 threat. Actually, yeah, checkmate is now unavoidable. So it's just saying king to h8. Rook takes. Then rook to f7, give up a rook. So it's now in this position, it's a forced checkmate. So king h3 was still good. And then bring the queen in. We could have also checkmated with the rook as well, but it's a good game, but a really dangerous game, wasn't it? So well done.